Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? Quick little Friday recap. Why I called out some of the things that I called out today, and how I was able to generate some money for a lot of us. So let's just dive in real quick. Don't want to waste too much of your time. This first chart right here, you see ES where my stars are at. I have the profit pivots and Swingmaster Pro. When the candles are green and we hit a pivot break or a pivot line, there's a pivot here, a pivot here, a pivot here. I'm looking to take trades or breakouts to the upside. When we get um, candles that are red and we hit a pivot, I'm looking to take breakdowns. So today in the room, my first ES trade was a breakout right here. We called, and that was able to turn a lot of money for a lot of people. One contract that's over $500, you were good. If you missed that, we called another pivot break right here, and this was able to generate another $200 plus if you took that trade. So then price came back down, hit our pivot line. I called out a breakout right here on this pivot. There was another breakout to go risk free. And then the last trade I called out on ES was this pivot break right there to the upside. So as you can see on ES, it was very lucrative today. Coming down to the next chart, NQ, same exact logic, same plan, nothing changes. Some of us took a breakout. We're above our mastermind magnet right here. I did not take that one. I did miss it, but I did call a pivot break right here, and I was able to capture this one. I was able to generate $600 from this trade alone, and then I was done on NQ until the next setup, right? Then price came up to this pivot. We failed. We came right back down. We hit this pivot right here. I took a breakout, called it out. There's another winner. And then the last NQ pivot break was right here. We called out, and this thing went up about 15 or 20 NQ points. The last trade, we did call out one right there. Same thing. If you took NQ futures, you are very happy. All right. On CL, this morning we called a breakout right above where was it at? It was 62.10, which was right here. Let me draw my line. Anyone took the CL futures, we called the breakout right there. But the true setup, we called a reversal right there. You saw the candle print, price push down, red candle, red arrow. As you can see, in trend, it is very powerful. And then on the option side, we were able to capture some money on SPX. If you come back to this chart right here, you can see my SPX chart marked up, called out the breakout right here, and now was able to generate me almost $800 on that trade right there on 4 contracts. That happens so quick, so fast. I love it when that happens. Another options trade we called out. We took some Tesla puts right here. Once this broke, price action break. This thing went from 436 down to 433. $3 of movement in less than 5 minutes. That was easily able to get over a 50% ROI using the same tools, the same patterns over and over and over again. So, other than that, on Friday, we like to finish green. But in the end, we're going to come back Monday and we're going to do the same exact thing and do it all over again. In the end, the 3 pillars of success, like I always say, it is finding your trading vehicle and trading your plan. Without a plan, you're going to be all over the place and you're going to fail success in the long haul. Pillar number 2, it is your consistency pillar. After you find your vehicle, your pattern, your trading plan, you have to stay consistent. Without either of those two, you are going to be lost and you will fail. Trust me, been doing this for 9 years. The third pillar, the third base for your house, is risk management pillar. Without risk management, you will not succeed down the road. You might win today, tomorrow, the next day, but when you go red and you lose a trade and then revenge trade and lose more, now you're very, very upset, right? Real quick, NQ, you're still trading. Here's another pivot break potentially playing out right here if you're still looking for another trade. So, with that being said, picture your trading account sitting on 3 pillars. You knock out one of the pillars, guess what happens? It falls to the downside, it crumbles. I want you here next week. I want you here next month. I want you here next year, and I want you here 25, 30 years from now. You follow that right there, and your path to success is very, very high from a great probability. Other than that, it is Friday. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a blessed one. Catch me on the next one. Beast mode out.